is Ziv. I'm the head of the marketing in Israel Tech Challenge. With me is Chai Sharabi, which is part of the marketing team. And thank Itai Sagid that is joining us. He's one of our graduates. And I will start by explaining what is Israel Tech Challenge, and then Itai will share his experience. So we are very happy that you joined with us. A bit about what is ITC. So Israel Tech Challenge is a non-profit organization that's established by the Jewish Agency. Basically, two Olim made a joint venture with the Jewish Agency 7 years ago. And our mission is to have a fast track for Olim and young adults from all over the world to get a job and a profession in the high-tech industry. When I'm saying fast track, I mean that between 5 to 8 months, we know how to work with people that have no experience in coding and make them excellent and qualified developers to the high-tech industry. I want to say that our program is designed to work with Olim and young adults from all over the world. All our courses are taught in English. And also we have each year more than 20 representatives from all over the countries around the world. But the most important fact that I want to address and that we are very proud is that we have more than 1,200 alumni. Yeah, so we have but this is the most important fact. 94% of our graduates get a job within a few months after they graduate. So basically, everyone who will get accepted to our program, which is very intensive, will get a job in high percentage in a tech company. And we are talking about companies as Waze, Google, Outbrain, and so on. These are our success stories. As I said before, more than 1,200 graduates. We are very connected to the high-tech industry. As I said before, we have more than 20 representatives from all over the world. And this is the companies that they are working in. And now to make it more real, I want to ask Itai Sagi, which is our alumni, to talk about his experience. And then you will get back to me and I'll explain more about the different programs that we have. So thank you, Itai, for joining us.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Good morning or good evening, whichever it is. My name is Itai, and I'm currently living in Israel and working as a full stack developer. Essentially, about half a year after finishing my studies with ITC. Before ITC, I came in with a bachelor's in finance. I studied in the US and then made Aliyah, joined the Army, and then decided to make a career change to programming, specifically web dev. And that's how I made it into ITC. I wanted to talk primarily about two main things in my short talk today. One of which is why I chose ITC, and the second is just kind of an overall review of the program. All these opinions are my own, and I wasn't told what to say, so this is coming from me 100%. The first thing that caught my eye about ITC was that all the material is taught in English, which is not the case with every program in Israel. Some are taught in Hebrew, and having English as a first language, that was definitely a perk for me. The second one, and I think maybe the biggest one for most people, is the internship. ITC offers a 2-month internship at the end of the program. It's depending on which route you take. They have several different packages, but my course was 3 months of intensive, or 3.5 months of intensive learning in a classroom setting, and 2 months internship in a real company, a real startup in Tel Aviv. And that is fairly unique to ITC as far as I saw when I was looking into boot camps, when I decided to make the career change. As far as I saw, ITC was the only one offering this experience. So, and you know, everyone will essentially tell you that having real experience working in the industry is a key for getting a full-time position. beyond your classroom study or self-study. The last thing that really caught my eye about ITC and kind of sold it to me was the fact that it's kind of no obligation, in the sense that when you finish the program, you can decide to look for any company you want. You can decide that you don't like it. You can go back to your previous field if you want. You can take a year off and go travel. Really, your options are endless. And for me, that was a big perk, because when looking around and shopping for these boot camps, I saw that other boot camps were operating under a model where they would essentially hire you on and contract you in to a position for a certain amount of time under a certain salary post program. And ITC doesn't do that. So I thought that was a big perk. In a sense, it's kind of a risk return scenario where it's a little more risky because you're not guaranteed anything. But if you do succeed, and which we saw most people do, then I think you are more likely to be rewarded in a better way than in a different situation because of that kind of setup. Overall, my experience with ITC was very positive, which is why ITC asked me to come and speak, and I gladly accepted the offer, because I feel like and I was treated well with ITC, and I learned a lot, and they were probably the main reason why I was successful in switching from finance to tech. So I kind of feel like I owe them, and I wanted to give back and come and share my experience with all of you, and hopefully influence some of you to join as well. And really, that's all I got. So kind of keeping it short and sweet. If there are any questions, I'm here to happily answer.
So if it's okay with you, I'll just explain more about the program, and we will leave 5 minutes in the end for Q&A. So I think 4 elements that is really that's a part of our program and make the impact that you'll get a job in high tech is the one thing is that we are emulating a work environment. Basically, when you start the program, it's going to be like the first day in your job. You're going to communicate via Slack, which is the communication platform that developers does. You get experience in hackathon, marathon, and different kinds of methodologies. So the purpose of this part is that you're going to finish ITC and you're going to start your first day, and it will seem as part of our program. The second thing that is important, and Itai talked about, is gaining experience. Each one of our of our students will get a 2-month experience in a high-tech company. And that is very crucial when you want to find your next job. You're going to talk about the program and the training, but you also have a experience in working in a tech company. The third thing is that we're not going to finish with you after you're going to finish the program. We have a team in industry department that will be with you. They have a one-on-one session and a group session, and they will help you to find your first interview, your second interview, whatever you need to get a job in the tech industry. And last thing, and Itai is part of it, we have an alumni network, more than 1,200 alumni, and that they will help you. We have mentoring session, and they will help you to get the job because they probably want someone else from ITC to come along. So this is 4 elements that give you experience and practice and will help you to be one of the 94% that get a job in the end. This is our 3 tracks, the 3 main programs that we are having here in the Israel Tech Challenge. For the first 2 programs, the full stack development and a data analyst, you don't need to have any experience or any specific degree before joining our program. Full stack development is the person that's responsible for building the website. We're going to teach you the front end and the back end. Data analyst is the person that responsible in the company to collect all the data and make smart decision, a business model out of the data that you are taking from the users, from your client, or from your product. So this is the 2 tracks that we are offering. And the third one is data analyst. It's a very unique program, data scientist, sorry. And for this program, you need to have a mathematics background You need to have a STEM degree, so it's for people that have a degree in engineering or in economic. These are 3 different programs that we have. And regarding the small squares that you're seeing here, full stack, you can learn full-time in our campus for 5 months, a full day, Sunday to Thursday. And we also have evening program that you can have 3 nights in the evening. So you have the morning and the noon that are free. Data analytics, you can have, it's a hybrid model. You can have it for 3 nights in the evening, or you can come to our campus. And data scientists, it's only for full-time. It's only for people that are staying here in our campus. I just want to add, for the full stack and for the data scientists, we have also introductory courses that will help you to be part of the program, to understand the classes before you're going to start. So this is our about our 3 main programs. As we said, each our program have 3 parts. The screening part, which is online, you don't need to pay for it, and it's the purpose is that we will know that you have the potential to start the program and finish it and get a job. And for you, it's important because you can understand if it's something that is good for you and you like coding. The second part, as Itai said, is the training, and it's also have internship, non-paid internship in a high-tech company. This will take you between 5 to 8 months. And the last part is that will be part of your journey until you're going to find your new job in a high-tech company. This is very important because here we are talking about the next course that we are opening. If you want to be a full stack developer, we have a next course is going to be open in February, the full day. If you want to do it on an evening on online, we will have it on December. And if you feel that you want to have introductory courses, you can do that. And we're going to start the first one in November. For data scientists, we're going to start on February, and you have Python if you want to see if you can you have the introductory courses. And data analyst, it's starting here in November. So people that think that they want to be a data analyst, they should register right away. Just about grant for Olim or for Masa, we have different kind of grants. We can't go deep now into this short session, but we have Misrad HaKlita voucher and Masa grant, and we have scholarship on a need-based and an excellent-based. And we also have pay on once you earn. It's a scholarship that you don't need to pay for the training. You're going to pay only after you're going to get your job, your first job, and then it's going to take out of your salary. For more, we're going to have like a couple of minutes for Q&A, but it's very important that you can have my mobile number and my email. We can also write it on the chat. So and feel free to get into our website, www.itc.tech. You get a lot of information there. And I think that the most important thing is that you're going to get a profession and you're going to get a job. Some of the people stay in Israel and work in high tech, and some of them go back and get the training here and go back and work in tech companies from their own countries. So Itai and I and Chai here, if you have any question, we'll be happy to answer.
I think I've got a question. Age range.
Yeah, so we just wrote it, the answer, but it's we have people here from around their 20s, their early 20s, till their 40s. So it's open for everyone that between the range of ages. You have our emails and phone numbers, and I want to thank Masa for the opportunity and Itai for being part of our journey. Thank you very much, Itai, for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the both of you guys. Really presented well, and I'm so glad that everyone's had the opportunity to learn more about ITC. So thank you.